Welcome to my journey through the Bible. This will be applications you can apply to your life and a little more in depth about the chapter. We are in Joshua 16, verses 1 through 10. And we see that Joseph was one of Jacob's 12 sons, and he was the oldest son of Rachel, whom was the wife that Jacob loved the most. And Rachel would receive a double portion of inheritance, and this portion would be given down to Joseph's two sons. It says that Jacob considered these two sons as his own, and that is in Genesis 48:5. So the largest territory with the greatest influence in the northern half of Israel belonged to these two sons, or these two tribes. And of course, against God's desire and God's commandments, they did not drive out the pagan people or the gods that they had in this land, and it would cause the nations lots of heartache in the book of Judges. Now, when sin stays in our life too long, it can cause us to struggle. It can add to stress in our lives, and it compounds issues that are already going on. Now, it would be good if we just dealt with this sin as soon as it came up, as soon as it arose, and then we wouldn't have quite as many problems. But I think too many times we say, oh, that's not a big deal, or I got it under control, when really that's not the truth. Too many times we lose so much trying to hold on to a sin. The sin may bring us temporary joy, but in the end, all it does is it adds to our already complicated life. So take some time and search out your life and see what sin you need to get rid of. Now, this is not going to be easy because you are fighting against your flesh. You're fighting against your desires. But we have to fight against sin. We have to bring it before God and pray about it. We need to look at Bible verses that will help us combat those type of sins. And of course, we pray for God to give us strength and guidelines in how we will overcome that sin. And we have to be very persistent with it. We can't let it slide back. We can't say, oh, I've almost got rid of it, I'm done. No, we have to keep on until we completely rid our life of that sin. Now, once you have victory over that sin, you need to start working on the next sin that is in your life. And of course, as we continue to do this, we will rid ourselves of unnecessary pain, unnecessary struggles that causes life to be complicated, more complicated than it needs to be. And remember that with Christ, we can do all things. And you are never alone. God is with you every step of the way. May God be with you in everything and in every way.